Hey, Turnbuckle King here. We'll talk about Locker Room of Wrestling News dated for November 9th. Got more coming soon. As soon as we get started, stay tuned because I got some news to break. All right, so thank you all for coming out. So we're going to talk about the news going on for today. Most of the important news. We'll cover some stories here. This is the second edition of Locker Room News, of Locker Room of Wrestling News. With that being said, let's get started. All right, so let's get started with the news. We'll go over each important news and see what's happening for today. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, let's see what news going on today. All right, for Ring of Honor, the TV title situation will be addressed on November 9th on Ring of Honor Club today. On Wednesday, it's the AEW Dynamite. Samoa Joe successfully defended the ROH TV title against Keith Lee to extend his record reign. But immediately after the bout, Joe vacated the title, which was shocking. As I saw last night on AEW Dynamite, said he wanted to focus on the AEW World title, the title currently held by MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. And they said Ring of Honor announced the situation will be addressed on November 9th episode of Ring of Honor. So it said here, it will be an ROH World Championship. I'm sorry, that's the ROH World Championship match. Now, this is Eddie Kingston, the ROH World Champion, against the man that been angling for a shot, Angelico. Then they said ROH Women's World Champion Athena will become a potential challenger onto the proving ground, while MIT Billy Starks in action against Rachel Erling and so much more, including the ramifications of Samoa Joe's actions on Wednesday night. So it shows right here that Samoa Joe vacated the ROH World TV title. So will he win? The question is, with Samoa Joe making that announcement and vacating the ROH TV title, especially holding the title longer than anybody, will he become AEW World Champion in the near future? That is the question. You guys gotta let me know what you think about that. Well, moving along to the next story. Let's see what else is going on today. So let's look at AEW Dynamite viewership numbers since 2019. It says here below are AEW Dynamite TV viewership numbers since 2019. Let's see here. For the recent one, which they have for October 2nd, was 1.4 million viewers. That's the debut show. But since then, let's see what they have recently. All right, for the last 2 weeks. This week was 804,000 viewers, so a little bit down from last week. November 1st is 832,000 viewers. These are the last 2 weeks of viewership. October 25th, shortly before Halloween, 774,000 viewers. Then, the week before that, 901,000 viewers. That was the week that Sting made his announcement, his retirement. And then the week they went against NXT, 609,000 viewers. So that's the viewership of AEW. And that's that. So thing is, with AEW Dynamite, numbers keep dropping, will continue to rise. That's the question for AEW Dynamite as far as the viewership numbers go. So let's move on to the next story. As I said here, AEW Dynamite, a little over 800,000 viewers. Let's see what Vince McMahon's going on with him. It says here that Vince McMahon is selling 8.4 shares of TKO stock, roughly 30% of his company shares. Wow. Vince McMahon is selling stock. TKO announced that Vince McMahon is selling 8.4 of his shares in TKO, 30% of the 28 million in company shares. That is a lot. So this is after the announcement of saying that people were saying Vince McMahon was a risk factor. But here's the announcement here. They announced secondary offer 8.4 shares of Class A common stock by selling stockholder. It says here, Mr. Vincent Katie McMahon intends to sell an underwritten secondary offering 8.4 shares of company's Class A common stock. Par value, Class A common stock, pursuant to the company's shelf registration statement filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC for short, to which the company intends to repurchase from the underwriter approximately $100 million of shares. The selling stockholder will receive the net proceeds of this offering. No shares are sold by the company. In connection with the offering, Ari Emanuel, the company's Chief Executive Officer and Director Mark Shapiro, company's President, the Chief Operating Officer and Director, and other company's directors have indicated an interest of purchasing up to $1,850,000 respectively, as well as those three gentlemen, of the company's Class A common stock offer and offering the public offering price. So with this news breaking, this is the rest of it. I'm not going to read it, be here all night. And it says right here, as I stated a couple minutes ago, November 7, McMahon's participation in the TKO board was listed as a risk factor. So, does that means Vince McMahon is done with TKO? All his business, he's completely out. Who would sell that many shares and not be gone? I believe Vince McMahon is out of the company. There will be no more Vince McMahon on the business side, executive, corporate, anything. I think that's it for Vince. Because since he's listed as a risk factor and he has no major say-so what's going on with WWE under the TKO umbrella, he's pretty much done. He's out. O-U-T. Vince is out. He out of there. No more Vince. As I respect what Vince has done for the industry, I'm glad he's out of there because he was a risk factor, making a product worse than what it should have been. He put a lot of years on making the WWE product terrible. It pissed off a lot of fans in the process of that. But that shows right there that Vince has pretty much got both feet out the door with any involvement business-wise with WWE. Next story, let's move on. Let's see. See some more news going on today. So, this is just crazy. So let's see what's next going on today. Let's see what's the next day coming up. There was some other stuff going on as well. So much news here today. Let's see. Carmella and Corey Graves welcome their son into the world. The couple, Carmella gives birth. They took to Instagram that announced the birth of their son. They announced that birth of their son. His name is Dimitri Paul Polinsky. Was born November 8th. Carmella says she had a 60-hour labor and will give more details on that later. That's the picture of the mom, the dad, and the newborn baby boy. Congratulations to Carmella and Corey Graves. I know Carmella previously had a miscarriage, and I know she was very relieved to find out she was pregnant and she was able to give birth to this child. So she will be back at WWE at some point. We just don't know when. So congratulations to those two. I know Corey Graves has 3 children from a previous marriage. So this will be the first child for Carmella, the 4th for Corey, and they first child together. Let's move on to the next story. Let's see. We got some news here. Gunther, the reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion, He said that Bret Hart said some not nice things about my match after Cardiff. He gets nothing nice from me. What does he mean by that? Gunther responds to Bret Hart. Bret Hart, as we know, is one of the most decorated, revered wrestlers in WWE history in his breakout as a single star in WWE, and he helped establish the Intercontinental Championship as the workhorse title. But Gunther, has reestablished that moniker. His thoughts of Bret Hart aren't nice. Let's see what Gunther has to say about Bret Hart. He says, and I quote, "I think it's obvious that in ring, he's one of the best to ever do it. Very enjoyable. He was very popular in Germany and Austria. He was a big superstar there. I do not forget that a man sat at my match with Cardiff and was not mentioning nice things after that, so he's not going to get anything nice from me. Too bad he's not in the state anymore to sell it in the ring." Ouch! Gunther throwing that smoke at Bret Hart. Then they said Bret Hart was critical of Gunther's match against Sheamus at the WWE Classic Castle, which is a classic, by the way. Check out that match. Saying he was embarrassed to sit front row as kids slapped their legs. You can find his full comments there. And Gunther is set to defend his WWE Intercontinental Championship against The Miz at Survivor Series. So that's crazy. Gunther and Bret Hart got smoked. Bret Hart is respected as he is in the industry for all the hard work he's done. One of the best technicians by far. He's lately, over the years, has become a very, very miserable and bitter old man. He keep mentioning about the whole Goldberg kicking him and ending his career. He even touched a little about the screw job. And now you're talking about Gunther, the longest reigning defending Intercontinental Champion, the best in modern era and probably in history, that's putting on classic matches after matches, and now you want to run his name through the mud just because Bret Hart is not getting that kind of love right now when he was a wrestler? Come on, Bret Hart. Sound like you're being a hater, man. Come on, Bret Hart. You got to do better than that. Gunther is the Intercontinental Champion, and he deserves all the praise he got. He's a hard worker, and he proves in the ring every time he steps in it. Next story. We go over Logan Paul, the new United States champion. He states that he sleeps and showers with the WWE US Championship. And this is a picture of him and his fiance in bed. They say he's living a champ life. As you know, Logan Paul recently won the WWE United States Championship for Rey Mysterio at WWE Crown Jewel last Saturday, even though he cheated using the brass knuckles. This marks the first time that Paul has held gold in WWE, and he's taking the title everywhere. They say on Instagram, he's posted photos of himself sleeping with the title, working out with the title, even showering with the title. His new side plates can be seen in the photos, and he said in the caption of the photos, "Champ life." They said he has yet to make an appearance on the WWE TV. That's when the title, but he's shown up on either brand. And as you know, since Logan Paul is a champion now, the United States champion, he's going to have to appear a little more on TV, not just sporadically or seasonal. He's going to be a little more. And the U.S. title, as we all know, that watch WWE, it is part of the SmackDown brand title. So what do you guys think of Logan Paul sleep and shine with the belt? Does he really enjoy being a champion, holding gold, or he just gloating, as far as his heel character, and he stays in character when he's not in WWE? But regardless of that, congratulations to Logan Paul, and I'm glad he's showing love, putting some name on the United States Championship, as Rey Mysterio also put name on that championship as well, give prestige to that title. So this is interesting, all this stuff's going on.
Attention all these shoppers, these aren't just low.
Let's see. The other news, I think that's all the news we have. I know that AEW had a recent signing that I'll mention real quick. For those who don't know her, let's see if we can touch on her real quick. She showed up on AEW last night. If we can find this woman wherever she's at. Here it is here. Mariah May, she joined All Elite. Said Wednesday, AEW Dynamite, Mariah May made her AEW debut and officially signed promotion. She quickly gained notoriety in 2023 for performances in Stardom, establishing herself as one of the top stars promotion. Stardom executive producer Rossi said Mariah May will be AEW. She was noticed because she was on Stardom. Although the world through Stardom seemed very complicated, but what we saw was correct. I want her to do the best. So it's official. The glamour Mariah May is All Elite. As she looked like a knockoff Tiffany Stratton. Are you guys happy for Mariah May going from Stardom to AEW? And does she look like a knockoff Tiffany Stratton from NXT? Is that why AEW signed her, because she looks like a fake Tiffany Stratton? Or is she really talented like Tiffany Stratton? Only time will tell when she steps to the ring to AEW. That's the only thing I have regarding this subject of locker room news for November 9th. You guys let me know in the comment section below, live chat and playback. What do you guys think of the locker room of wrestling news today? Now, shortly, there will be two videos that will pop up. One will be, is NWA still moving to CW? Next story is the real story behind Nancy Benoit. Until then, it is OUT.